Hey, what's up? This is Zack here at Token2049. Super excited to be speaking with Fiser from Babylon, who is the co-founder and CTO. How are you doing today?
Yeah, doing great. We're very excited to join Token2049.
Awesome. And how's the week been for you so far?
Super busy, meeting people, get partnerships and collaborators, also give speaks. Yeah, very busy.
Very cool. So for those who don't know what Babylon is, can you tell us what Babylon is?
Yeah, sure. So Babylon is an infrastructure project that envisions a more united crypto world where the Bitcoin world and the altcoin world are more united, where Bitcoin can generate values for the altcoin universe, and then the altcoins can also provide rewards for Bitcoin. Because you think about the entire crypto world, right? Bitcoin is one thing, everything else is one thing. They're kind of isolated, but Bitcoin is now getting mainstream adoptions, where the altcoin world is like lagging behind. So what Babylon is trying to do is to build a genuine connection between Bitcoin and altcoin, so that the crypto world become more united and then can get mainstream adoption together, instead of being a very exclusive crypto cycle. Yeah. Now, in terms of what we actually do towards this vision, we are currently most well known for our protocol called Bitcoin staking, which allow Bitcoin, the digital gold, to be staked to provide proof of stake security to any other blockchains, any other altcoin networks, or rollups, or dApps, or oracles, to provide security, and then so that they can get staking reward in return. So Bitcoin provides security and gets staking reward. And most importantly, our protocol is trustless and self-custodial, which means unlike any bridging or lending where you need to give your Bitcoin away to someone else, our protocol does not require.
How does that work?
Yeah, so that's our secret recipe.
Okay.
Yeah, we use advanced scripting, cryptography and Bitcoin scripting language to make Bitcoin stakeable, slashable without the Bitcoin holder losing custody of their Bitcoin. So this is super important. There's no counterparty risk in our staking protocol.
So when does altcoins come into this? And would you consider like Ethereum or Solana or an altcoin, or sort of how does that connect into what you're building?
Yeah. So in theory, any altcoins. But for security in particular, it's more useful for small to medium-sized blockchains and rollups for security. For Ethereum and Solana, I think they can fairly argue that they don't need security. Right. So Bitcoin staking security is for small to medium blockchains. Yeah. For bigger blockchains, they will be interested in something else, which is what we are going to tackle next, which is called Bitcoin liquidity.
Bitcoin liquidity?
Yeah, you think about.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bitcoin is basically currently like gold nuggets you just hold there, under your war chest, right? But we want to enable Bitcoin liquidity also in a trustless way, so that Bitcoin can flow to the altcoin universe.
So liquidity can be shared across different
exactly.
protocols.
Yeah, and then through Babylon. So Babylon is so we just launched a network called Babylon Genesis, which is an L1 blockchain. So you can think of Babylon Genesis as the trustless open port of Bitcoin. Bitcoin itself is a planet, very close, right? So Babylon is the port that allows the value of Bitcoin to be extracted and then distributed to the entire universe. And our philosophy is to always focus on trustless, because Bitcoin holders, they are different from other token holders. Most of them are risk reverse. So having safe revenue, safe yields, safe reward, this kind of thing is much more important to them than high reward, right? So safety is the most important thing for Bitcoin holders, because it is digital gold.
I am a Bitcoin holder.
Yeah. You will never want to lose custody of your Bitcoin, right? Yeah. So safe reward is our philosophy. We focus on being trustless, no counterparty, to provide the maximum security to the Bitcoin holders.
What is sort of the adoption been like so far? Had a lot of people what do you guys have a large TBL and sort of how is it going? 5 billion.
5 billion of Bitcoin.
That's crazy. Is it still growing?
Yeah, we just launched 2 weeks ago. So yeah, it's
Oh, my man.
Yeah.
So that's you're breaking records, I would say, in some ways.
yeah. But yeah, it is just the beginning because the tech is still in its early stage. So we spent about half a year in pure research and then 1 year and a half in like building security audit testing, like 3 rounds of testnet, and then only like 3 weeks ago we enable the Bitcoin staking. At first we only allow 1,000 Bitcoin in. After 2 weeks, then we make Bitcoin staking permissionless, so to allow any Bitcoin in. Yeah, so it's still relatively young, and there are larger like Bitcoin holders or institutes they may want to observe a little bit longer time, make sure our tech is time tested, and then come in. So it's just the beginning.
How big do you think the market for Bitcoin staking could be?
People always say we should hold Bitcoin, right?
Hodl.
You should hodl Bitcoin, right? But indeed, now you think about staking, it's indeed the new hodl. Hodling means you just keep it there, don't move it, right? Staking also requires you just to lock your Bitcoin there, but it gives you a chance to earn passive staking reward. So actually, staking is the new hodler.
That's a great line.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've honestly been in Bitcoin for a while, and I'm decent amount. And I've been trying to figure out where the best place is to put it.
Yeah, it's your own wallet.
Yeah.
It's your own wallet, but Bitcoin staking allow you to remain in control of your Bitcoin while earning staking reward. Yeah.
Are there competitors doing to what you guys are doing right now, or would you say you're really the first to kind of go in this way?
So the concept of Bitcoin staking was proposed by us, and then there are some other projects that try to do something similar, but we are the only one that is trustless and self-custodial. All other projects, it's either like fake staking, which doesn't really allow the Bitcoin to be used for security, or it's require a multi-sig where you give your Bitcoin to someone else. So we are the only one that is truly trustless, self-custodial, true staking.
How important is being trustless?
Super important. Do you want to give your Bitcoin away to someone else?
No.
For yield?
No.
No, right? Yeah.
So I mean, is that sort of like, I guess, the number one value prop? Like, is the trustless? Because I think that's extremely important.
Yeah.
And I would also guess security is a huge part of this as well. What is sort of the security that goes into it?
Yeah, sure. So in terms of security, there are many aspects to it. So at a fundamental level, you need to keep your private key secure. That's of course. So for the Babylon side, then in terms of code security, we done like 1 year and a half of testing, many rounds of security audits, and also public security campaigns, bug bounties. Also, our system has been used by many ecosystem projects, so I think it's battle tested. So if everything works correctly, the only time where you would lose your Bitcoin is you lost your private key. Yeah, because Bitcoin staking, if you don't attack the blockchain you are securing, then your Bitcoin will never be slashed. So you think about ETH staking or Solana staking, okay? Even if you are an honest staker, if somehow ETH get hacked or Solana get hacked, your ETH or your Solana may still be gone, right? Even if you didn't do anything wrong. But Bitcoin staking is better. So say your Bitcoin is used to secure a Babylon chain or some other blockchains. Even if those chains are compromised because someone else attacked them, your Bitcoin is 100% secure as long as you didn't participate in the attack. Why? Because your Bitcoin is not breached to those chains. So whatever compromise or ledger revision or rollback there happened, your Bitcoin never exists there, so not affected. So it's super secure.
Do you imagine this something being integrated with sexes?
Oh, indeed, there are already CX providing BTC staking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Already,
very cool.
Yeah, already integrated. Also, big wallets, custodies, as well, like Anchorage, BitGo. Yeah, they all provide BTC staking already.
You know, if like for my mom, let's say she has some Bitcoin on Coinbase, she probably would want to get staking yield off of it.
Yeah.
Would there be a way for her to have that yield for you guys.
Yeah, just to clarify, staking provides staking reward. It is
Right.
not kind of investment yield type of thing. It's
Correct,
yeah,
correct.
staking reward. Yeah.
Correct.
So Coinbase currently doesn't provide this, but some other exchanges provide this.
Okay. And would you say that the ideal user is more of an institution or a retail user, or both?
Both.
Both. Anyone who has Bitcoin.
Yeah, anyone. So indeed, in our system, the minimum Bitcoin staking like lower bound is 0.005, which is at our current Bitcoin price, it's around $500. Yeah.
No,
so,
very accessible.
yeah, very accessible. But again, staking is not investment. It is to provide security to blockchain
Right,
networks
right.
subject to slashing. And then if you really validate or secure the blockchain properly, the protocol will generate staking reward for you. So the people need to be very cautious before doing staking.
Yeah, no, and I think it's really important that you point that out, because obviously a lot of our viewers are, they're buying crypto. We have a large audience of people who are retail, but also institutions. So I think being able to break down those differences is really important.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because people want to know they think of it more as an investment.
No, it is not.
I know. So it's a common misconception.
Yeah, it's common misconception.
Totally.
Yeah.
Agreed. How has Token been for you guys so far? What made you want to come to Token 2049 this year?
Yeah, so I think to me, there are two very important values of Token. First, it gives me a chance to share with the world the vision of Babylon and what's Babylon's value proposition, what's Babylon's very unique role in the entire crypto space as the trustless open port of Bitcoin, connecting Bitcoin to the entire altcoin universe. So this is the first. And second, there are a lot of people or teams, projects that we would like to meet and build connection and collaborations with. Yeah, everyone's here. So it's much easier to meet people and find collaborations face to face than having like Zoom meetings or Google meetings online. Yeah.
I agree. Way better to have a human connection.
Yeah.
What would you be your ideal partner? Like that, you say you're meeting partners here. I don't know if you want to list any names, but if you have some partners, you're like, if we work with them, that would be awesome.
To be precise, we are mainly looking for collaborators because we are the infrastructure builder. So we invite collaborators to build on top of it. Yeah. So we talk to Bitcoin holders, institutes. We also talk to staking service providers, validators, and also wallets, custodies. And on the Bitcoin secure network side, we talk to blockchain and roll-up projects. For example, Sui 2 weeks ago announced to join to collaborate with Babylon on the BTC-Fi ecosystem. And 4 weeks ago, a very famous Cosmos chain called Osmosis, Osmosis passed the governance proposal to become a Bitcoin secure network.
Wow.
99% yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And then
people want it.
People want it, and also new chains such as Bob, Lombard. Yeah, they also will also become Bitcoin Babylon's ecosystem. Yeah.
And so I want to talk about the altcoins now, as you put them, because I think that's extremely interesting.
Sure.
Which altcoin communities are you seeing the most interest in?
You think about altcoins, projects or communities, what do they want? At a conceptual level, exposure and alignment, then alignment with BTC is the best alignment you can get, right? And then in terms of actual values, security. Yeah, if you want, for example, if you want to have a very high TVL or you have an awesome DeFi apps on your chain must be very secure, right? Right. If your chain,
hopefully.
Yeah. So Bitcoin security, and also Bitcoin users, because you think about it, Bitcoin users are quite different from the altcoin users. So it's fresh users. So Bitcoin getting mainstream adoption. So Bitcoin getting more Web2 users, more traditional. Ordinary people.
My mom.
Anyone. Yeah. So anyone can hold Bitcoin. So Babylon actually bring Bitcoin security and Bitcoin users to the altcoin. So altcoins don't have to compete with each other to get users. Yeah, right? Why compete with each other while there are so many fresh users out there? Right? And also for the bigger chains, they want Bitcoin liquidity. So this is what we are going to do double down on for our R&D effort, Bitcoin liquidity.
What would you say is the top 3 projects that are looking for Bitcoin liquidity in terms of the altcoin market?
Wow, every single one of them.
All of them. All of them want it equally.
Of course, of course. Yeah.
What's most likely to get integrated fastest?
Among the top 10, Sui.
Sui. Okay.
Yeah.
Sui has a lot of momentum. There's obviously
Yeah.
Sui Basecamp here. Why do you think Sui is getting all this momentum, and why would they be at the top of the list?
Yeah, sure. So Sui is very focused on DeFi trading and assets, right? It's very super fast. Yeah, super fast, high performance. Yeah, I just met with their most technical co-founder, Cactus, yesterday. Yeah, very excited about anything related to DeFi on Sui. And something that is missing there is Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin TVL, Bitcoin liquidity on Sui. Yeah, so they are very interested in entering the Bitcoin space.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Do you think there ever will be a day that Bitcoin will not have like 51%, like lose its market dominance?
I think 50-50 is the right mix.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So once the crypto world become more united, right? So you will see very interesting balance between Bitcoin and everything else. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So Babylon is like the connector in the middle to make two isolated worlds to exchange values between them, so that the whole thing become more synchronized harmony. Yeah.
What do you think right now is the biggest misconception? We talked about the staking being investment, but what do you think other people who are just hodling their Bitcoin, why do you think that they haven't adopted this yet? Is it a lack of awareness, a lack of education, a fear of losing funds? Like, what do you think is the biggest barrier to adoption?
Yeah, barrier. So I think it's a mixture of education and tested by time, because this is a new tech. It's a new tech. So the Babylon is one of the most fundamental infrastructure for the crypto world, because you think about it, it enables the third native use case of Bitcoin. Think about what can you do with the Bitcoin? Holding it, or simple payment. Yeah. So, and then anything else you want to do with the Bitcoin, you actually need to give your Bitcoin away to someone else. So there's no third native use case of Bitcoin. So until Babylon comes. So Babylon is one of the most fundamental infrastructure for the crypto world. Yeah. Give Bitcoin the third native use case, which is staking. Staking and stake secure and earn staking reward. Yeah. So such a fundamental thing, its value, its adoption, as any other very fundamental infrastructure, will accrue over time. Yeah, so Babylon itself is a very long-term project. BTC staking is just the beginning. You think about it, in the longer term, what does staking actually provide? It's like a low-risk reward mechanism for idle BTC. So this mechanism can
There's a lot of idle BTC.
Yeah, like most of them are idle, right? Yeah. So then, based on this, you can actually think of Bitcoin as a collateral at this base layer. Then Bitcoin collateral, what can you do with the Bitcoin collateral? There are millions of things you can do, right? Lending, exchange, buy, sell, like RWA, anything you can build on top of this Bitcoin staking collateral. Yeah. So staking is just the beginning.
What would you say as a CTO, and I mean, obviously you're co-founder, when did you sort of identify this problem? And when you just started building, did you think that you would be here where you are today?
If I say yes, then I'm arrogant. No. Because, yeah, so a little bit background of the Babylon project.
Please.
Yeah, so we were founded in January 2022. So we are about 3 years, almost 3.5 years. Yeah.
That's the same year. That's the exact same time Genzio was founded.
Oh, really?
Same month. Same year.
Yeah, nice.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we do have a vision where we want to build a more united crypto world. So like Bitcoin is the big brother empowering the little brothers, and the little brothers pay some a reward to the Bitcoin to have a more united crypto world. But in terms of the actual protocol we build, at first, at the very beginning, we investigate into a technique called merge mining, and very soon we realized no, it doesn't work.
Why?
Because merge mining, the idea behind merge mining is that the Bitcoin miners can use their mining power to simultaneously mine both Bitcoin and a sidechain. So same mining power, mine two chains. But very quickly we realized that the Bitcoin miners can compromise the second chain, the side chain, without compromising BTC. So this technique doesn't really provide Bitcoin security. So we quickly scrapped it. And then the next protocol we invented, it's called Bitcoin timestamping, which allow proof of stake networks to timestamp their state to Bitcoin, to have like a permanent record on Bitcoin. So that proof of stake networks will never fork, because there's a record on Bitcoin, and the older it becomes, the more secure it becomes because of Bitcoin's proof of work. That protocol is awesome, but it is so simple and elegant that no one can be profitable from it. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. Then we realized that there's also a problem with Bitcoin timestamping. It is slow because Bitcoin every 10 minutes, you can only update some checkpoint every 10 minutes, and it takes Bitcoin hours to confirm it. It's very slow. Then we ask ourselves, what could be a much faster security that Bitcoin can provide? Then we realize, oh, it's proof of stake. Like most of the modern blockchains are proof of stake. Ethereum proof of stake, Solana, Sui, they're all proof of stake, or some variation of proof of stake, right? So then we ask ourselves, why don't we allow Bitcoin, the gold nugget, to become a staking asset to provide super high security and super fast security to the entire crypto world? So that's the beginning. We came up with this idea in April 2023. Yeah, so exactly 2 years of research, development, testing, security audits to bring the third native use case of Bitcoin.
When you're here talking to people at Token, what is their response when you tell them about what you're building? What's the average sort of response?
I would say overwhelmingly positive.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Yeah, because look, usually the first question people ask is my Bitcoin safe? Is there a multi-sig? We say, no, there's no counterparty, there's no multi-sig, no nothing. Then people become very interested in it. The next question is similar to what you asked, like how? Then I briefly explain to them the high-level technical like intuitions, then people get it. Yeah, then they see the huge potential of Bitcoin staking.
3 or 4 years ago, investors and stuff, it was ETH only, and that's changed very rapidly. Do you think that ETH is losing sort of its momentum right now?
I think this is not the fault of ETH.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's the fault of ETH. It's just other chains are doing very well. So ETH choose so at the early days of ETH scaling, there are quite a few options. One is called stake channel, similar to Bitcoin's Lightning payment channel. And second is Plasma, and third is L2. So ETH eventually decide to go to the L2 route. Then the problem is the L2s like extract most of the value without paying their tribute to ETH mainnet. So I think some tokenomics or mechanism change that allow ETH mainnet to capture some value from L2 will be a very good middle ground for ETH to be great again.
I love that.
Yeah.
Are we in a bull market right now?
Well, I don't think we are in a bull market or a bear market. I think we are in a more rational market. So crypto is well known as like a Wild West. Yeah.
You still think it's the Wild West?
It's less Wild West now.
Yeah, I agree with you.
With more regulation and compliance, which is something that teams like us highly appreciate. So we do things in a proper way. We focus on inventing genuine protocols that will bring values to the crypto world, so that people can appreciate and adopt. So I think a more rational and compliant crypto world is the future. How the crypto world can become adopted, accepted by the mainstream world.
And when you look at adoption in the world right now, where are you seeing the most adoption in terms of like a geographic location? What area of the world is the most progressive or, far thinking on crypto, thinking ahead, would you say?
So I would say it's the Asian market, followed by the MENA, so Middle East and North Africa.
Right.
Yeah. So like if you look at one very good entrance for the entire crypto world is like payment. Yeah, payment, credit card. Yeah. So the combination of traditional finance, payment, and like billions of people, right, to allow them to like have some interaction within the crypto space. Then based on that, the crypto space can get mainstream adoption, mainstream recognition, and grow the ecosystem from there.
Where do you think we are right now in terms of the adoption cycle, and in terms of crypto being accepted as mainstream by the media? Because I've been in crypto for honestly over 10 years now. I was very young when I first got into Bitcoin, and everyone just thought it was a scam. Everyone thought it was, bad for the environment. It's just very negative.
Yeah, exactly.
And how do you think that that's over now?
I think that's getting over now.
Okay.
Because many governments provide clear guidance on what crypto is, how to view crypto, how to view tokens. Yeah, very good. Especially the UAE government. Yeah, it's very pro-crypto. They also provide good guidance. The US side is also making progress. For example, Babylon joined CCI, which is a body that educate the lawmakers in
They need a lot of education.
Yeah.
They're all really old too, in America. They're all like 80, so you're gonna have to really try.
So we join the committee and educate the regulators that, for example, staking is staking secures blockchain, but it is not security. It is a fundamental security protocol level, safety mechanism at the backbone of Bitcoin or of any blockchain. But it itself is not security. So this is something very important.
Do you think they understand?
That's what we as the crypto participants need to achieve. So
I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you. It's really on us. And that's why we're doing these videos, these interviews, so that we can show our, hundreds of thousands of viewers what we're talking about here. I think it's really important. When you talk about the name, where did the name come from? I gotta ask you, Babylon.
Babylon, yes.
Yeah, it's a really interesting name.
Yes. So you think about what the role of Babylon in the crypto space. It's the trustless open port of Bitcoin, right? Connect Bitcoin to the rest of the crypto world. So it's like an open market, a port, a marketplace. And Babylon, the city, also has the humans' very first marketplace.
Oh, that's very
It's called Babylon.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
I love the lore. Where can people find you next? Are you gonna keep going to different events? Are you what's kind of the plan to expand and get your message out there to the greater world to increase this adoption?
This month or May, I don't think we will do any major events anymore because deep down we are labs, we are a tech team, so we focus most on the building side.
That's what crypto needs more of.
Yes. Yeah.
More building and less flash.
That's right.
I agree with you.
Yeah. If you see me all over the TV and interviews, then I'm not doing my job.
Yeah.
But I'd love to. But also, building tech is one thing. I think education is also very important for people to get the good understanding of crypto. So I'm more than happy to attend conferences or online programs, podcasts, to do very neutral technical educations, not just about Babylon. Anything crypto related tech, I'm happy to share my experience and my thoughts.
Very cool. And I know you're a CTO, so you probably work with a lot of developers, obviously. And I went to the University of Washington in Seattle, so it has a very good computer science program.
Yes.
But when I was there, a lot of the developers, this is a while ago, obviously, a lot of the developers there were very skeptical about the technology of, they didn't even have the name Web3 back then, crypto. So are you seeing a lot of talent from developers move into the Web3 space from your perspective?
Yes, so we do see people leave and also new people Count
Right.
both.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So yes. So the short
No,
answer is
that's great.
yes.
I think the younger generation, you know, a lot of our viewers are obviously of all different ages, but there's a lot of developers too who are always want to know where they should be focused on.
Yes. So indeed, if some top universities already offer like PhD degrees in blockchain, Stanford has a blockchain labs run by my co-founder Professor David Shea. Princeton has a blockchain center run by my ex-colleague Professor Pramod. Yeah, what University of Washington it also has, and then many universities even offer PhD degrees.
That's very cool.
Blockchain.
Cool. Well, it's kind of just like, I guess as a more kind of a wrap-up question.
Yeah.
Where can people go to learn the most about you guys, and what would be the first steps to getting started if they wanted to stake their Bitcoin?
Yeah, the first step I would recommend you come to our website.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a learn session about what is Babylon, what is Bitcoin staking, and starting from there, you can do your own due diligence, and then go to Bitcoin staking website. We do have a Bitcoin staking website by ourselves. There are also exchanges, wallets also providing this service, but please do your due diligence.
Thank you so much for the fantastic interview. I learned so much speaking with you.
Thank you so much.
And I've really enjoyed it. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, what's up?
But it's not something Genzio is afraid of.
If you want to survive, you got to build a
How
hive.
many know we do not understand that we need more? Ladies and gentlemen,
We're back at the Genzio Media House.
Awesome. Thanks so much for joining us today.